weekend was great. We went down to Denver and Air Force, and they co-hosted, and we definitely had the toughest schedule. So to pull out a win over Air Force, who took all three teams to 5 sets, was a really, really big deal. So we played at 10 in the morning against Santa Clara, and then had to drive out to Air Force and play them in the evening. And so we left the hotel at 7:30 in the morning, got back at midnight. It was a long, drawn-out day, and I was really proud of our team for fighting through not only just changing gears between matches, but styles of play. Those two teams are very different, and I thought we just reset and stayed hungry and got the first one and kind of felt that breakthrough moment as a group, and it was a really special night. So yeah, it ended up a great weekend. Our match against Denver was pretty lopsided in their favor, and definitely that's a team that exposed some things for us that made the match feel less close for sure than the other two, but still great learning moments and a really fun weekend, and use all of that to go battle the Cats tomorrow.
Before we ask you about the Cats, do you mind moving the mic a little bit closer?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So obviously hosting the Cats
Yeah.
tomorrow, what kind of added energy does that bring to the team?
The Griz Cat rivalry is, I don't know, it's the game that gives you goosebumps, and definitely it's not the most important game of the year, but it's probably the most emotional. And I feel like, we see a new level from both teams. It kind of evens both teams because regardless of what we have going into it on both sides, just the emotions of it and what's at stake within the state, I think kind of make both teams play at their best. And so you never know what's going to happen. And I want it to be a battle. I love it. I think we've been to 5 the last 2 years here in Missoula. And so it's an exciting match for fans, and we've set attendance records at these matches. And so, yeah, we're really excited. And we've been kind of trying not to keep our eye on it this past weekend, but it's been hard not to look forward to that in previous weeks.
First win of the season, heading into the Griz Cat game?
Yeah, it was crucial. I think, we had one player, Ashley Watkins, return back to our lineup, which as a returning starting setter for 3 years, made a really big difference, and that's not to take away from Casey Stites. She did an incredible job leading the team up until then, but there was some pieces that Ashley, just as a senior and as a seasoned veteran and really not stepping off the court for 3 straight years, that brought a level of confidence to us, I think, in these matches this weekend that we really needed, and kind of pushed us over the edge there and allowed us to find a gear that we hadn't quite found yet. So I think that settling into that feel and kind of getting that core group of seniors back together and sort of leading the charge on the court, I think is really, really important going into MSU.
How do you feel just as a team, I guess, in the locker room after they got that win? What was that like? And just how big is that, not even just heading into this first game, but just the rest of conference play to see a win?
Yeah, no, it was, there was a lot of emotions. We were really excited. It was, like I said, a very long day. And so I think all of the fatigue and the relief and everything was just a mixture of all of, just all the excitement building up since our UND match here. And so I think we just, we took a moment in the locker room to just celebrate, feel together, and I think it bonded us in a way that'll make us more resilient in the future. And it definitely felt like a big turning point for us as a group, and something that we needed to have happen, and it did. And so I think we'll be better for it from here on out.
Break down the Cats for us.
Okay. They're a really good team, and they're highly organized. Their coaching staff does a really good job of training them to their strengths. They have some physicality in a few of their players. They have Kelsey White's a very physical middle. She's 6'4". She does a lot of good things for them. They're pretty upperclassmen heavy as well, so their libero keeps them in system a lot, does a lot of work for them off the ball, and just keeps them organized. And then they have really two experienced pins, a right side and an outside that score a lot of points for them, are really resilient, are fighters, and just are kind of big problems for opponents. And so we're going to have to be really composed. We're going to have to use every match prior to this as kind of our confidence boosters in knowing that we can be in these situations against teams that are resilient and really aggressive, and try to keep our calm in that. I think being at home will definitely help with that. But yeah, they're doing really well. They're a really tough team, and we're going to have to be at our best to beat them.
How much do you want the girls to enjoy the game also? It's, you know, it's the rival, starting conference play, the atmosphere, it's going to be broadcast statewide. How much do you want them to also realize, you know, this is a pretty cool moment for them in their career?
Yeah, no, I think playing with joy is something we talk about almost every day. And going into this match, I would never want the sort of, the pressure to, you know, beat the Cats, to have that outweigh the fact that it's one of the most enjoyable moments in their career. And, you know, if we have 3 people that this is the last time they're playing the Cats in Missoula in their career. And so I think joy automatically makes you connected with your teammates in a way that makes us play better. And so joy is an essential part of how we approach each match, how we approach, like the way we want to play. So I think that's crucial. And if we don't have it, we're not going to be at our best.